Hey guys, Smelling Roses here with you again. Today we're in Southern Virginia at the Ferry Stone State Park. And we're at the Stuarts Knob trailhead. We're going to be taking this trail up on Stuarts Knob as the name suggests. This is a very short trail, but it's very strenuous. It's a very steep climb. You're going to see that Stuarts Knob has some very steep terrain. One of the most prominent features of the trail is some iron mining that went on around the turn of the last century, ended up around 1900. So we'll take a look at some of the evidence of old mining operations. We should also get a few good views of Ferry Stone Lake and perhaps some of the surrounding Blue Ridge Mountains. So let's go check it out. Okay, so as I mentioned, iron mining was a big thing here on Stuarts Knob back in the late 1800s to early 1900. And just a short distance down the trail, we find our first evidence of the mining activities. This pile of dirt here is not naturally occurring in this way. These are some of the tailings that were pulled out of the mine. And we can see one of the shaft openings here. It's kind of dark, so not sure if you'll really be able to see it. Of course, it's graded over for safety. This is an entrance to one of the mine shafts where iron ore was taken out of this mountain. Also, a lot of timber was harvested from the side of Stuarts Knob here, and that wood was turned into charcoal, which was later used to fire the furnaces where the iron ore was processed. I know in these small videos, depth perception is kind of difficult, but hopefully you can get an idea of the steep terrain here. And I'll mention that it's not a single trail here. There's a series of interconnected trails all along Stuarts Knob. We're now on the Iron Mine Trail. This trail will take some switchbacks up the knob, and as we go up the mountain, we'll be able to see some evidence of mining activity. So you can see we've come across another mine entrance. Kind of left the trail now. Try to find a slightly shorter, but of course more strenuous path directly up this ridge. So basically we've been following the Iron Mine Trail, which switches back and forth mostly across the east slope of Stuarts Knob. We've gained quite a bit of elevation already. You can see Ferry Stone Lake through the trees down below there. And of course that ridge in the background is Little Mountain. We've now left the Iron Mine Trail and I'm back on the upper Stuarts Knob Trail. That's going to take us around more to the western side of the mountain. We should be able to get some views towards the Blue Ridge, and that trail will take us up closer to the summit. So let's keep climbing. Okay, we saw earlier the mine shafts where ore was taken out out from deep inside the bedrock under the mountain. But all along Stuarts Knob here, you can also find these cutouts. This is where earth was removed basically with pick and shovel by hand, and the ore that was near the surface would have been extracted. These drainage areas are not natural. This is a result of iron mining. This hole or big depression here is another example of mining operations that would have been going on. Okay guys, this vicinity here is the summit of Stuarts Knob. It's the highest elevation in the area here. The trail kind of skirts around it. It doesn't actually come across the summit, but you can easily walk up here from the trail. In the summer this would all be covered with foliage, but a day like today we got pretty much full 360-degree view through the trees of the surrounding mountains. Summit of Stuarts Knob. Okay, so I'm just ignoring the trails now, and I'm going to come down off the summit and walk along this ridge. There's an area down just below the summit where some trees have been cleared away, and there's a pretty good overlook there of Bull Mountain. So we'll just make our way down there. Okay guys, so this area here is known as the Bull Mountain Overlook, and that is of course because this large mountain directly ahead is Bull Mountain. So we're back on the trail system now. This is Lower Stuarts Knob Trail. This will take us back around towards the east side of the mountain. We'll link back up again with the Upper Stuarts Knob Trail, which will take us back down towards the parking area. We've already been to the summit, so it's mostly downhill from here. So guys, from this vantage point here, I'm looking at Ferrystone Lake. However, from 1900 to about 1920, there would have been a town down there known as Fairdale, Virginia. And that town basically existed around the iron ore mining. That was the company town. It was constructed by the Virginia Ore and Lumber Company. But of course, when the mining industry here died out, the town died with it. And of course, nowadays we have the Ferrystone Lake there. The lake, of course, is an impoundment of several creeks that flow into this area and eventually flows into Philpott Lake and eventually down the Smith River. This is known as the Beach Overlook. I guess it's pretty obvious why it's called that. You can see the beach, Ferrystone Lake, the other side of the highway there. Very popular area in the warmer months, as you can imagine. So we're almost down off the mountain, just about back to the parking area at the trailhead. Ferrystone State Park offers quite a bit of outdoor opportunities, but the Stuarts Knob is definitely my favorite area. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the trail.